Hello there, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Young. I'm so excited to start our new shared read aloud with you. This book is called 11. Here's the cover. This book is called 11, and our author's name is Tom Rogers, and this is a historical fiction book. The reason why it's historical fiction is because it's based on a historical event that did take place in the past. But it's also a fiction book because it is based on a fictitious character. The main character is a boy close to your age. He's 11 years old. So let's go ahead and begin our first page in chapter 1 of 11. Our first I actually want to read to you the dedication page before we begin. It says, "This book is dedicated to those who perished in the attacks of September 11th, 2001, and to all the courageous first responders, supporters, survivors, volunteers, families, neighbors, and communities who came together in the tragedy and showed us all the better angels of our nature." Our first chapter is called A-Dog. Monday, 5:39 p.m. All his life, A-Dog had wanted to be a hero. Now his time had come. 5 seconds ago, A-Dog had been seated squarely in the cockpit of his F-16, guiding it with ease as it knifed through the air. Then, everything changed. The enemy plane came out of nowhere. A-Dog reacted on pure instinct. The missile clipped his wing as he pulled up hard on the yoke and rolled into an inverted dive that flipped the horizon over, putting the buildings above and the sky below, and turning his whole world upside down. The daredevil maneuver worked. When he straightened out, he'd lost his pursuer. He was trailing smoke and leaking fuel. He checked his gauges. If he tucked his tail and ran away, he'd have just enough juice to make it back to base. Or he could make the ultimate sacrifice and do what had to be done. He glanced at a photo of his dog tucked into the instrument panel. The dog gazed back, loyal, proud, and brave. Maybe it was his mind playing tricks, the G-forces sloshing his brain around, but A-Dog was sure he saw his dog nod. A-Dog knew what he had to do. He banked sharply and swung back into the fight. He was face to face with the enemy plane across a 3-mile gap, on a collision course and closing fast. He brought the crosshairs into focus on his target. A tone sounded, radar lock. Then a voice crackled in his headset. "Okay, hotshot, time's up. Bring it in." "Not yet, I have a job to do." "You know the rules." A-Dog knew the rules, but today, the rules went out the window. His glove tightened on the stick. His thumb brushed the red firing button. The other plane fired first. "Fire!" A-Dog stabbed his thumb down. His airplane shook as a missile leapt off the wing, riding a trail of flame. A-Dog banked away, straining to see behind him. Did he get the job done? Was he about to be a hero? He twisted in the cockpit, desperate to see what happened. And then, everything went black. That's the end of chapter 1. We will pick up with chapter 2 tomorrow.